Welcome back, Married with Munchies and Movies fans. Today, we made a delicious shrimp bisque soup.
And to go along with it, we watched the only romantic comedy worth a shit. The wonderful movie from 1998, There's Something About Mary.
Yes, this movie was much better than the last rom-com we watched.
It was a lot better week this week. And
Yes.
with that in mind, let's see how we made that shrimp bisque, you mother munchers. Alright. So, 1998's Ben Stiller's movie, There's Something About Mary. I guess it's Cameron Diaz and Ben Stiller. They're both pretty big.
Yeah.
What do you had never seen it before?
No, I had. This is my first time seeing it. When the movie started, there's a bunch of, almost music video type scenes.
Yeah, there's a band. That's one of my favorite parts.
There's a two-person band that sings, whole ass songs.
Throughout the song, they narrate it.
And it's so random, but, it's funny.
So, the movie's about Ted, played by Ben Stiller, who starts out by landing a very out-of-his-league prom date with Cameron Diaz's character, Mary.
Sorry, yes. And the whole first bit of the movie is just, him reminiscing about high school and meeting Mary and his time with her, which you don't realize until after the fact. He's talking to his therapist who's not even listening.
That's in the very kind of beginning, right after the opening.
Yep. And then, go ahead.
Go for it.
I was gonna say he talks to his friend about it. His friend convinces him to hire this PI to search her up.
Pat Healy, who was played by Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
And then it becomes not even love triangle. It's a love octagon.
Yeah.
But everyone's interested in Mary, and including Brett Favre,
yes.
which I forgot he was in the movie.
Yeah.
A young Brett Favre. what else? Mary's brother's
special needs, and he's just a cute addition to the whole movie.
And he loves Ted, so that kind of helps. Ted was very smart playing into like the brother.
Well, yeah.
To get the pussy, you know?
Listen, that was why he did it.
He got to see her baseball, you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen my wiener?
Have you seen my wiener?
It was a really cute movie though. Like, it's funny how every guy that adds on ends up falling for Mary, and then eventually they're all just like, hey, you gotta pick one of us.
No. Well, yeah. Yes. Everyone's got a scheme, too. Like, everyone's very dishonest with Mary.
Right.
Except, I guess, for Ted. But Ted is such a
well, even
pansy.
him, because he didn't admit that he hired Healy to...
He did eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
But, anyway. And it was because another character gave him away. But it honestly is, like, the only romantic comedy that I can think of recommending to another dude.
Yeah.
Just because it is very well written. It is entertaining, I think, throughout the movie. It's about 2 hours long, and it doesn't feel that long. It feels like a 90-minute movie. And
it doesn't feel like a super cliche rom-com.
No.
Like, some parts are cliche, but it's also, like, comedic, too. Like, it's funny.
Well, Mary is not a very cliche romantic comedy character. Mary is, like, a guy's girl. She likes, like, fucking burps, beers, and farts, and golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and sports.
That's true.
She's like, hey, you want to get fucked up and watch Sports Center?
That is true.
So, starting there, I think it kind of widens the audience. Just because, you know, it's not like, oh, she was into fashion and fucking musicals.
Right.
And you're like, go back to La La Land, you silly cunt.
I do feel like it was like a different character than I've seen Ben Stiller play usually. Like, I understand this is a 98, so it's probably came out before the ones that I've seen, but like...
He was a dweeb in this one, kind of, you know, but like, I feel like his character in Meet the Parents is kind of similar.
Yeah, I guess so.
Greg Fokker.
He's a good actor, though. Like, I'm a fan.
Ben Stiller, we were talking about this during our date. Speaking of which, let's dig into the shrimp bisque.
Ooh, yeah.
Go for it. But, we're talking about it, and there's not... we couldn't name a Ben Stiller movie that we don't enjoy.
Right.
Even a more serious movie like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's visually stunning, first of all, but it was a very enjoyable movie. We'll review that maybe another day.
Yeah.
But
overall, like, Ben Stiller's a good actor.
He's a great actor, so...
I like Cameron Diaz, too. I feel like she does play similar roles, like... the gorgeous single damsel that's everyone's vying for her love.
I guess. Ready?
Yep.
Cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers. Hang on, I gotta move this mic. Holy crap.
Listen.
Wow.
You read a lot and I see a lot of videos, I have seen, of people cooking from the Julia Child books. And sometimes she's not the most clear with directions. As this one, we had to reread things like quite a few times. But goddamn, does she make a good fucking recipe, man.
Well, it was weird too, the way the book was laid out. Like, most recipe books, like, give you all the ingredients and then the directions. But hers, it was like, these are the ingredients you need for this step. These are the ingredients you need for this step.
Yep.
These are the ingredients you need for this step. And it, like, it threw me off. But...
And this is actually it's a variation of her lobster bisque.
Yeah, we did shrimp bisque.
We did shrimp bisque because I live with shrimp addicts. But this was one of our best dates in a while. Very enjoyable dish. Hopefully we simplified it enough for you guys to make it. We're not professional cooks, as is clearly apparent. But yeah, it's great. I'm enjoying watching these movies and making these dishes. What did you do?
Oh my god. Hang on.
It's that delicious, folks.
Sorry. So good. The only thing I don't love about this and it's just
We could
it's
have
meat.
blended the shell a little more.
Yes, part of the recipe, you put the shell into this like butter.
Yeah.
And it's really good, but there's something like mentally.
Well, and also
Whenever
like,
I get
blending in all the shell and stuff, like it said the whole shell and stuff. So,
But when I get the crunch of the shell, like it
you feel like you want to like spit it out or something. Nah. Well,
it's like if you get a bite full of green beans and you get a crunchy one, it's just like ugh.
I don't eat green beans.
I know.
If I can help it. But yeah, as far as the movie rating, what would you give this one?
Oh, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm going with a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go a 9 because I did give La La Land a 7.5.
That's
We'll go
insane.
a 9 out of 10 for this movie.
As far as the shrimp bisque, difficulty of cooking, not difficult, time consuming for sure, but well worth it. I probably give it, factoring in the difficulty for us to cook it and how it turned out, a solid 8.
Yeah, like
I think it's worth the effort.
Taste wise, I would definitely give like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Difficulty level, like it wasn't
not
difficult. It was time consuming, like you said. Like it took us
detailed.
It took us a long time to do it, and we did have to like really read those steps, like because it wasn't just like throw this in, mix. Okay, you're good. Like there were a lot of steps that went into it, but I mean, well worth it.
And I'm sure, French culinary school is not easy, and the fact that she was able to simplify it to a fucking retard like me, that I can cook it,
that is true.
Hopefully we're able to even dumb it down a little more, and more people start cooking at home and enjoying these things as well, because you eat very well. But with that being said, thank you guys for once again joining us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe and like.
Yes, and we're going to finish off the soup. We will see y'all next Monday.
See you next Monday, you mother munchers.